Hi, and welcome to the 2.0 conference here in Las Vegas. My name is Danny, and we have our special guest today. Would you like to introduce yourself to all of our attendees?
Absolutely. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Danny.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Eswar Iyer. I'm the CEO at Aikium Inc. So pleasure to be here, and thank you so much for having me.
Perfect. Yeah, and just tell me a little bit about your organization. I see you got an element right there on your t-shirt, and that's the logo of your company.
That's right.
Okay.
Great. So we are Aikium Inc. We do AI for protein engineering, and at a high level, basically you have therapeutic proteins that can address diseases by binding to an overactive receptor or a protein that's proliferating and binding and neutralizing it. We use ChatGPT like AI, but for protein language models to make these binders. And the logo that you see here is essentially Aikium means in Sanskrit to come together. And here we're making binders that come together with their disease target. But the idea was people also have to come together with each other to form a larger organization than themselves.
Oh, I love that.
And these
Yeah.
circles indicate basically resonance amongst people that just work
The
with each other.
connections.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the idea
okay.
was it's the missing element in AI. Data is the missing element in AI, so that's why Aikium, like titanium, vanadium, Aikium.
That's good. So when you introduce your company to investors, that's kind of like how you start off with explaining your elements.
Sometimes, but
Sometimes, yeah.
we focus on the data and the value creation with investors.
Okay. And what's it called? How did you feel about receiving the Outstanding Organization Award today?
Great. Yeah, I'm really incredibly honored that IKM received this award. It's a recognition of all the team's hard work, and we are motivated to continue doing more. So thank you so much for the recognition.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. And what advice would you give to somebody who wants to create a startup and kind of follow the footsteps that you and your company has gone through?
Great. Thank you. I think for anyone wanting to do a startup, people typically think maybe in 5 years or 10 years or sometime in this ideal future, you would have an ideal condition where you'd want to do the startup. But the reality is that ideal condition usually never comes. So you have to create it on your own. So go out and create that opportunity. It could be putting something on book, it could be going and talking to someone, but just keep creating that opportunity and eventually it comes. You know you are ready when there's a saying, they say, if you're thinking whether you should do a startup, you're not ready to do a startup.
Why do
should
they
just,
say that?
It's like, I think it was someone's quote. I can't recall who it was, but it resonated a lot. It's like falling in love. If you're thinking about, you don't think about it, you just feel compelled enough at one point to just do it. And then things just open up. So for us, it was, I'd been thinking about startups for a while, but it was never compelling enough. And it became compelling enough. And that's when you knew it's the right time. Now, the question may be, when did I feel it was compelling enough?
Good question. Yeah, exactly.
I think there are two parts. One is there's a large problem that we identified, but more important than that, it's the people. Finding my co-founders, seeing the passion in their eyes and seeing the drive, and knowing that they're not in it for just money or recognition or fame, but really to make an impact. That's the moment when I knew, we are all in love and in this problem. Exactly.
Yeah.
We just wanted to convert our experience into something meaningful for the society, and IKM was just going to be this catalytic agent which we are going to use and that's our logo says your passion meets purpose.
So the AI software is mainly for what industries? Like, what's your specialty?
It's for biotech. So any therapeutic companies, anybody who's in the pharma industry, trying to design new medicines, make better medicines, we would be, likely be able to help. And the big elephant in the room that most people do not realize, like us, is we know we want to have better medicines, more medicines, cheaper medicines. But roughly with today's technologies, half the disease causing regions in the proteome in the body cannot be accessed with existing technologies. And that is why there is a need for new technologies like us. That's one. And secondly, I think many people are familiar with ChatGPT.
Yes.
And I've heard of DeepSeek R1.
Oh.
Right? It's this Chinese AI that basically was orders of magnitude cheaper and faster.
Okay.
So there's hundreds of billions of dollars spent on ChatGPT to build it, and within a year or two, you have this extremely cheap model that was in $6 million built in. That was deep sea carbon. The same kind of pattern and trend is happening in biotechnology. Typically, drug discovery takes 10 years and then $2 billion with inflation adjusted. But it's going to come down thanks to all these AI innovations. And so it's extremely important. Most people don't realize that there's tectonic shift happening under our feet, and those technologies, or exponential technologies, are going to translate into better healthcare for patients, cheaper medicines for more difficult diseases, and so on. It's going to be hard. It's going to be coming together, but there's a revolution happening as we speak. Like in a year, when you look back, whatever you're doing will be
True.
older.
Yeah.
So
You're
we're
right.
very excited, and I think it's a fantastic time to be here.
Yeah. And networking wise, how have you been doing today, the first day of the conference? Have you met anybody that you've connected with? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a great conference. As you can, if you pan the camera around, it's a lot of events happening, lots of things happening. I was able to connect with people during lunch
Oh,
and during
perfect.
the
That's the best time.
exactly. It's interesting how well you connect. Sometimes you just need to connect with one or two people, and that's some people go and do a lot of networking. I prefer having few quality conversations that are more important. And from that perspective, I'm incredibly happy. I met a few people, and I think this is going to be very interesting. So thank you.
Oh, good. Good feedback. And collaboration and how can people reach you to collaborate with your organization and your startup?
Thank you. Anybody wants to reach us can reach us through our website. It's www.aikium.com, aikium.com. And there are links to reach us. We also have a LinkedIn page, Aikium, if you just search for that. Or you can directly email me, Eswar@aikium.com. My first name, Eswar, at aikium.com.
And that's E.
ESWAR, Eswar, at aikium.com.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Yes. Enjoy the rest of your conference.
Thank you.
Thank
You too.
you.